Hello everyone, and welcome to my update video for my game Back to Save the Universe. This is version 0.14, even though it says 0.13. This will be hopefully the second to last big update before I release the alpha. There'll be one more big push. This is the new galaxy map. You can see the different solar systems. So far there's only 4, but they all have their own lore, and each solar system is owned by different factions, depending on how many planets they own. This is our solar system, owned by 3 different factions, and I'm going to join the mix with my starter ship. Here's your starter ship. The first thing we need to do is place an egg. The beginning of this game is Tamagotchi style. We gotta feed our baby. And eventually it will grow up into a human who's now a farmer. And the farmer will grow rice or wheat, which they can harvest, and then a cook can turn that into food, so that you don't have to feed them the whole time. So I'm going to hatch another one. I unlocked the skill tree perk, allowing me to have 4 workers now. The beginning of the game is pretty slow. You know, it's mostly taking care of your little people while they do minimal work. And towards the end of the game, you've automated all of that away, and you're focusing on like the big tasks. At first, you're cleaning up poop. My little crew is growing. So at the beginning of the game, all the factions start trading off all their excess resources. Their inventories are randomized, so each time you play, you get a different abundance of items in the market, which also affects the prices, which I'm taking advantage of here. I'm buying these rockets for like half price, which I'm going to sell somewhere else for double price. I'm an arms dealer. Now I have an engineer who can build stuff, including this mine. And now the engineer will extract iron ore. That skill gives me 5 culture points per day, so I'll be able to upgrade my culture tree quickly, or more quickly. I just got the science equivalent too. So this next piece is the oven, which takes ores, iron or copper or whatever, and turns it into bars that you can then use for more advanced crafting. But now I need 2 engineers to run this operation. I really like watching the farms grow. Now I'm selling my rockets. Look at that. Look at this come up. can look at my inventory and see I now have a bunch of iron bars from this mining operation we have. Now that we have a crafting table, they're making steel plates. But it can also make screws. My humble trade versus their humongous trades. So that skill I just unlocked is the recycler, who will clean up the poops. So I've automated that away. Thankfully. It's kind of a nice little village right now. And even though it doesn't look like it, this is a space station. You have to suspend your belief, your disbelief. Buying cheap microchips. So my goal here is to expand on my space station. They're getting kind of cramped. I can explore this solar system. These are the different factions. I wish it said their name. I need to add that. Just gotta guess. So I'm also trying to basically create as many screws and plates as possible right now for all this building I want to do. This is the news page. You get to see like all the major events that have happened, particularly between factions. Currently it's just war and peace. So I got my first extension, the square pod. Gives you a lot more space to build, but it costs 2 microchips, whereas the circular one doesn't cost microchips. I'm basically trying to move all the cooking equipment into the central one. Some basic logistics, because all of the work's going to be built around that. Alright, jumping ahead a little bit, I have been buying and trading rockets and microchips, skimming the top, trying to expand my space station. I really should have made those screws, but sometimes you have to buy them. First thing I'm going to focus on is building defenses, because the factions are a little bloodthirsty right now. I know I'm going to get attacked. I need my screws. Need my screws. For this defense building that I keep making, it's 4 different lasers. So if your enemy is shooting rockets at you, you can shoot 4 of them down, and then it needs to recharge. But it's super useful. Otherwise, you'll get blown up really quickly. I have 2 meager dollars. 2 doubloons. The war has begun. Check out my laser just blasting those down. Galaxy United. The red dotted lines indicate which factions are at war with other factions. But my defenses will keep me good. So here I'm building some smelters, which basically do the same thing as the oven, but these are automatic. So the workers basically just need to empty it now and they get their iron bars. Also, the factions will make peace with each other when the amount of rockets that they have hits a certain threshold. They realize they're not going to win, so they give up. And right now the other faction just accepts it. There's no demands met. Their AI is pretty simple. Okay, jumping ahead again. I'm turning all of my engineers into scientists right now so that they can read, because reading will generate science points, and I'm really trying to unlock the next big thing, which is the offensive cannon. I can't just keep defending myself. I need to stick up for myself. But currently none of the other factions have the laser defenses. That's a new machine. It's like the last thing I made. And I haven't updated their ships, so once I get rockets, they're done. I'm indestructible. Life on board the ship, same as usual. No one's bothered. But if a rocket did hit, they would run around. They'd be scared. Afraid. So I've got a lot of money now. I'm going to leave that solar system and just buy a ship in a new solar system. Pre-made ship. And these are the different ships I made using the blueprint builder, which is currently disabled right now. But it will be back. We saw this ship in the last solar system. But yeah, I'll just declare war on everybody and get destroyed because there's no defenses on this ship. Those laser turrets used to be the defense, but they can't shoot rockets down, so they try, but they don't do any damage. They're going to be used in the future to shoot down fighter pilots and bombers, which is another feature I worked on, and it's not really in this video. There goes my ship, and that's sort of it. There's going to be one more big update. Like I mentioned, the next one's going to be about planets. It's going to be about starting industries on the planets, and a new feature, ground war, kind of an RTS mode. I think that's going to be maybe the most fun part of the game, actually. But anyway, thank you for watching.